Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be. Welcome back to episode 49 of our solo world playthrough with no mods on update 11. So we haven't done, may have been like 10 minutes or something, just a little bit of finished touch up of stuff that I was doing in the last episode. So really we haven't gone anywhere. As you can see, we were at Day 5, 11 hours last time, and we are now at 13, so in the last episode was about an hour and 20 minutes. So, alright, maybe 10 minutes that I thought. It was more like about half hour, because part of it was sitting around doing nothing, but I haven't really produced anything. If anything, I put some roads down somewhere. I don't remember. I may have moved things around in stockpiles. That was last night for me. So let's go eat some food. Currently producing some more food. That was what it also did, was queued up some more food. No, I know what I did. I ended up going over to the jungle. And then brought back some clay and some shale. I gotta figure out where we're gonna put this. Put that over there for now. Let's throw that over here. Alright, so everything that's still going on, we're crushing granite, I think. No, we were not. Alright, so let's check out our granite supply. Plenty of crushed at the moment. So we need to make more roads. We have no crushed crushed kale. Let's crush our shale so that we can turn it into bricks. Alright, there's that gonna go. This is going to crush. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we do we can reach that. Alright, let's crush some limestone again, or get that full. So we said we needed 90. We don't have 90 in this stockpile right now, but we can easily do it. Let's move all this down here. Move that to the end. So we need to have 90 made. We got all that limestone down below that we can bring up, so this is not a problem where we can bring up 600 of it. Okay, start that. This is going to go ahead. Storage, you're no longer going to put in here, you're pulling from there, and you're going to put in there. Alright, this one we have our limestone. Let's go ahead and queue up 50, limestone. Or granite, god dang it. My brain's not working yet. I haven't had anything. I just pretty much just crawled out of bed and came over here to the computer. So, my brain's in a little bit of a fog, so it might take me a little bit in this episode. Sorry. So yeah, let's do 50. Let's go get some food. Alright, and we'll go ahead and queue up another 2. No, let's go ahead and just do 400 roads. You know what? We're gonna do plenty of roads. Let's just queue up a big stack. We'll just come over here and put some calories in as we have extra. Alright, we're making lumber, so let's fill our belly again. No, we were making boards. No, we do have some lumber. This one. Need to finish this craft room. Nope. Over here. Need to do lumber. Got 20 oil. We're going to use half an oil per seed, so we can do, or per craft, so we can do 40, which will get us 80 lumber. So we'll start doing that. That means we're going to be shy on boards. No, actually we got enough boards. Never mind. Try it. 40 times 10 is, or 40 times 10 is 400. So yeah, we'll have enough. But 80 will get us, will that finish this row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52. Yeah, we'll have enough to finish this row. So, other than that, let's see, did we make our machinist table? I don't see it in there. I don't see it in any of those that are open, so no. We will also have to make the machinist table. which means we need to open, pull from our alright, we need to find 12 iron bars. And we need to make 2 wooden gears. And the wooden gears should come from here. I think. No, carpentry table. But that is a basic engineering, so if we really want to save lumber, come over here. This is the one that has the engineering module into it. This turns it into a 2. So we can go ahead and just make the 2 that we need. So open this, grab four lumber that, or 4 wood that we need. Come over here, drop our 4 wood in. Oh, wrong. Crap. We need a hewn for that. Now we got more hewn. Fuck it, right in front of my face. Told you I'm not awake. Alright, that's making for those. We're gonna go collect some, well, everything's crafting right now. We're gonna go collect some belays and some criminies. So, belay mushrooms are in the cold forest. Here. While we're out here, if we happen to spot any beans, like right there, I want to grab these because we're going to need them for the other vegetable medley or the salad. I am definitely not awake yet. Probably missing stuff. This is why I usually use the heat map instead of just looking around randomly. Just picked that one. Just picked that one, unless there's some up above. Which I don't think so, because it's all rock. I can't. Yep, there's one. Alright. Let's go this direction. There's some more up. Just gotta find a way to get up there. Like I said, this is why I like to have flat surfaces. Okay, so we picked up 162. That'd be about 30 to 40 crafts of the salad wick that uses them. Boiled mushrooms. We can get more of these over on the cold forest closer to us. Let's drop back down here, run over there. There's some more beans. There's another bean. Bean. Alright, I think I'm starting to wake up now. I'm actually able to see this stuff. Takes a little bit for my brain to wake up. Now we just need to go find the criminy mushrooms. I was hoping I actually did do that. I couldn't remember if I had taken off the title screen. Thankfully I did. Okay, so let's move all of these mushrooms into here. Of course, we got more than we need. So, I'm gonna have to look at starting to get the silo up, because that would take care of a lot more of the storage that we don't already have. Okay, the huckleberries. Go up there. That meat goes up there. This corpse goes in here. This stick in there. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. can be more than what we need. Ooh, look at that. We got a hole. So we're going to have to go stick some dirt out there somewhere. So let's take this dirt and we'll go out that way. I knew we were close to that wall. I'm not sure where that hole is. Might be somewhere around that. No free sprouts. Alright, our machinist table still has 18 minutes on and it's missing its 2 gears. We did make our 2 gears. So like I said, trees do not take away the tilled soil, so it's easy to replant in a tree farm. And you know exactly where they're going to go. That's huckleberry, so we don't need to worry about that. Alright, so we got all those. Nope, we missed one back here. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and make these all redwoods. And then we need to go to the hoe. Oh, we've used all our redwoods. We get some more down there, but I mean, we do have some redwood seeds over here, though, in our campsite. Redwoods. Is that one considered too close? Must be. 3.6 meters, so it has to be that one. One, two, three, four. I have to get this stuff out of here so we can see. I think, you know, we definitely have another row in here we can get rid of. Means there's got to be one in here somewhere. Oh, come on. Stupid thing rolled over my ankle. That one, and then there would be one over here. It's hard to tell with the Soleil in the way. Should be one somewhere right in this area. Alright, let's see if we got that stockpile, got this one, so let's throw these down here. See if we can 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 3 meters away. Did that off by 1. So we want to shovel this one and put it back to regular dirt. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there we go. So now we can look at our map and realize that yes, we do have them all there. The only thing we can do is come over this way and drop a couple more here. Can't go this way because then we're on this level. And we do got one there. I have a feeling that would be too close. These are definitely why we didn't put one here. There we go. I don't like planting them on the corners, but that's because we haven't brought the dirt over to finish making this hill. But we still got plenty of crap to clean up. Since we're already over here, let's drop down this tunnel. Let's go find some place to drop these seeds off. Had a chest over this way, I think that had more tree seeds. There they are. So we need to move these that direction so that we can make flax oil. So let's go ahead and do this and take this flax oil and move those over to there. Those should be out there. Storage flax oil. There they are. Let's move these up this direction into storage chest. And it allows us to make more flaxseed oil. 8.8. It's not quite 9 because, or 90. Because that would be 72 or 779. So let's do 80. That's another 160 wood. So we're making some more flour, and then we'll get into making our flaxseed oil. Here, let's go ahead and do that and skip the... It'll be 20 minutes. I really don't want to wait to 20 minutes to get more flaxseed oil. The beans were right here, so we can make more of these. So we got enough huckleberries to make 4D, so let's do 40. If we were to do the mushroom medley, we need to go find coquina mushrooms and criminy mushrooms. We got plenty of belays. So we need coquinas, which are in the jungle. So let's go out to the jungle, harvest a bunch of coquina mushrooms, then we'll go to the warm forest and harvest a bunch of criminy mushrooms. So what we're going to do is coquina mushrooms. Coquina mushrooms. Alright, over there. Yes, those are called mushrooms too, but they're just plant fiber. This is the problem. The chibas you can't see under the canopy. So this is why we eventually want to get this stuff taken out. We've already bothered to take out all the taro in this area. Go back, we'll build up the silo so we can put that out here somewhere. Don't see any more right there. We could grab taro, but we're not going to. We're just going to grab what we can find by going through. So now if we picked our pineapples, we'd get 2 per, instead of just the 1 from early on. That's why I tend to not touch pineapples. Full inventory. Alright, this is our local lake. Got ourselves all turned around, have no idea where we're at. Alright, so we got coquinas. I'll have to go get some criminies, and then we can make some mushroom medleys. Machinist table. Just waiting on the 2 gears, which should be done. So we'll get those, throw those over there into the sawmill, make the machinist table. Where's that pineapple? There it is. Alright, so these come up here, these go here. This wood pulp. Go find coquinas, or criminies, sorry, and those are all the way over there, so we don't have any closer. So they're all the way over here in this warm forest. At worst, they are on the other island. So we need to go over to the warm forest. Let's just head towards our Camas field and we'll get some over there. Until we start getting advanced modules, we're gonna use a lot of vegetables to make our food. so Criminies, nice, lovely white mushroom. Hi, Mr. Alligator. Crikey! That's a big one! So I think I got all of that. Nope, there's one. Until you start seriously taking everything off the planet, you don't know whether or not you gotta know. No room in inventory, so we've got everything that we can. So let's go ahead and move these back here, take these and move these back here. Let's get 350. Check our commas field. Yep, 100. So we can come back and pick that up if we wanted to. I keep seeing so many areas that I want to terraform. I could spend an entire day doing nothing but terraforming. But it definitely is not anything that's, you know, enjoyable to watch as either a stream or recording. So let's move these down so we can put those in. So we only had 160 criminies or coquinas. What? What are you looking for? You're not on a collect. What do you mean? You've got all your calories. Oh, craft time needed. Oh, salad's just gonna take forever. Well, while we're looking at it, let's look at this. 4, 4, and 4, so this is the limiting factor, so we can do 40 of these. It's those salads that are going to take a while, so let's move these up in front. We did go to number 4, so that one did, it is doing it. It's just that the fact that the 4 salads are 4 minutes per. That's all the basic salads. So they take 4 minutes to produce. Alright, so let's find our seeds, put them there. Did we? I know we did our book, right? Yeah, we did our book. There it is. So let's take that. Throw our claim papers and our claim stakes in. So now we could take mechanics. Now we've opened up the ability to make the wooden elevator, copper plates, copper wiring, the modern engineering page, boiler, camera film, laboratory, which is what we need for our modules, so we need to learn this. That's at the machinist table that we need to lay down. The iron gears, gearbox, portable steam engine, screws, assembly line, electric machinist table, which is used for further stuff down the line in, you know, to get it to electronics and industry. Iron axle, 3 more books, iron drilling, industry, and electronics. Iron plate, pistons, medium shipyard we can now make. Well, once we get the machinist table set up. We got the pump jack, we have the lathe, the shaper, the oil refinery, the power hammer, the small paper mill, screw press, and the steam engine to start with. We want to get to level 2 so that we can make the steam tractor and the steam truck, and also the harvester module, the plow module, the steam scoop module, and the sower module. Those are the ones we want. We could also use a stamp mill, but I think that's electric power. Nope, that is mechanical power. So that is our windmills and stuff like that. So we'd have to have enough power to do it, which means we'd have to put up a lot of windmills or make a water wheel power plant, which I will make one at one point because I do have the ability to make a 16 watt water wheel. At least that's what it used to be, and that would take care of 3 stamp mills. So let's go find our machinist table. Oh no, we still needed the where they got? Where you at? There you are. Alright. Now we'll get our machinist table. In about a minute. I think the next spot we dig is what's underneath this section of the house. That's we'll dig up all the basalt and the granite that's below this in this 2 land claim area, so that we can put a couple stockpiles, so that the iron bars, copper bars all end up underneath here, so that they're within reach of a couple of the the tables that we stick on the other side of that wall. So let's check something out. I want to see what's the height on this. 4 high. All right. So that's what I wanted to think. The lathe is 2 high. Shaper is 2 high. Power hammer is for modern tools. Don't really need that, but it is 4 high. Screw press 2 high. Okay, so those can go in the top. And then when we dig out below, we'll add to that and put the assembly machine and some of these other bigger 4 high entities in the lower half. So let's take our machinist table, run around all our stockpiles, come in here, start putting that there. There we go. Now that's in here. So first off, in order to get anywhere, we need to be able, in order to make the assembly line, we need to make screws, iron bars, iron gears, and portable engines. Now the problem is we can only make certain tables right now. So in order to make the screw press, we need iron bars. It's not within reach, but whatever. But like the lathe, we need to be able to make wheels and plates, and the plates come from the screw press. The wheels come from the Wainwright. So we could make the wheels, we just couldn't make the plates. So we need the screw press before we can make the lathe. The shaper is the same way. We need the plates, so we need the screw press. We need pistons, which come from the screw press as well. So we need the screw press to make either the lathe or the shaper. So the screw press is the first thing that we need to make. So we need to make this and get 25 bars of iron. And unfortunately, all our iron is way the heck over here. Somewhere. So 25 bars. So as you can see, this is very iron heavy. So now we're making the screw press. Laboratory. I guess we queue up that. We need another 20 iron bars, 15 glass. We need to do paper. Oh no! Well, I guess we just found the need to make a paper, or go do the paper research. 15 glass, 18 lumber, or 8 lumber. So let's pull that. So that takes care of the lumber. We need 15 glass and 20 bars of iron. So we need to make more iron. Iron. It's 1.1, so we need to queue up 10. Of course, we don't have the 10 because we don't have a. Oh wait, we did have. Yeah, we're gonna be short. Quote says we're gonna be short just one, but technically I don't think it is. We'll find out. All right, we need to go look at paper. So we said we needed 15. Go drop these off into the machinist table for the laboratory. And now we'll go to the research table and check out paper milling. So actually this became a lot more important than what it used to be. There really was no usage for it. So in order to do this, we need 5 dendrology advanced and 5 gathering basic. So gathering basics are here. We need 5. And we need dendrology advanced of 5. So oh, we didn't queue that up, that's why. So these are here. It's pulling plant fibers and raw food. I think it's don't take from there. So we need to get some more raw food. It may have pulled some wheat or mushrooms, I don't know. So in order to do this, whatever it was only 30. We need 120. Where's our tomatoes? Let's throw 120 tomatoes up there. And then, no, we need 100 hewn logs, so let's check our storage. Alright, so we need to move hewn logs to one of the under early crafts. So there's 30. And we needed how many for that? 100 in total. So we need to take 10 out of here. Ow, my finger slipped. Come on, I dropped it in the stockpile. Dropped it on the edge over here. I dropped it here and it should have frickin' gone in. Alright, so I need 60 more. So let's go here. And there we go. And we can pull these down to here, get rid of them. These can go... Oh, can't go anywhere. Try to think of where I'm going. Okay, now all that is queued up. That's got everything it needs. That's got everything it needs. So now we can queue up the paper milling book. Go to storage and get to food. Nope, gotta go to food. Alright, so now we'll get the paper milling book and then we'll be able to look at that. That means the small paper mill we'll have to make at the machinist table. I believe that's where it is. So we need to look at paper. Paper recipe is at the small paper machine, which is made at the machinist table. Yep. So the small paper machine we need to queue up, which needs plates and gears. And the gears come from the shaper. So we can't even get to the laboratory anytime until we get first. Actually, we do got the screw press now, so then we get to place that, and then we can make the shaper and the lathe. Alright, so let's find our screw press. Pull the screw press out. There's the screw press. Now we're going to need iron plates, which are an iron bar piece. So until we get more iron, we can't do anything there. Looks like we've done 2 irons already, so we do have 12. So let's go find our iron and move it around. Okay, so we got 24. Let's go ahead and move that over here to wood products for now. From wood products, we can move it to our general stock. We can move that stuff into there, and then we can come down here, grab this, and I'm going to toss it up. We'll bring one of those back down. So we're almost got all the granite out of here crushed. So now we need to make some iron plates. Let's make 20 of them. Storage wise, we need to pull from here. We'll go ahead and put them back in there. So we're making iron plates, which gets us the lathe. The pistons are made in the screw press. Oh, I guess they are. We need iron pipes and more iron, and the iron pipes come off of the anvil. Mechanical power. Great. I already queued that up. Alright, so we're gonna have to do one of our aspects. We gotta get to digging a lot underneath here. We need to we might just build a couple more windmills. Get some more windmills going. So we're gonna want one over this direction that we... Alright, so this is our 50% reduction, so if we make a couple more windmills for power usage, that's 7.5 and 2 and 6, so yeah. Let's do this, so we need 15 hewn moved over. So we need 15 hewn. And we'll move it over here. get that off of that. Lubricant. So let's go make some lubricant. One tella, so we got enough to make 2. That'll get us 8 lube. Get that made. So we got all this stuff going on, and I have no idea where I'm going. So, let's see about finding where our roads went. Where did, oh, there are all our roads. So let's find our cart and throw those in there. Need a little bit of space in order to put dirt into that though. So take these 7 and throw them back up here wherever. Ooh, oh, guess not. We got another cart right there full of roads. So we got 2 carts full of roads right now. We got one here, one here. Take this one and go this direction over into our desert. And let's this is going to be our 5 wide road. We got dirt that we gotta pick up in order to lay the rest of it, but gonna lay what we can. Especially when it's the bridge. If we took that out to there, we might actually, I think we did the deep ocean. I think we allowed deep ocean. Maybe, I don't remember. It's been so long. If we did, we'll come over this direction and we'll build a bridge across there so that we can have a shortcut. knock the cart over. 1, 2, and 3. I don't know why it picks up the dirt with the hammer. God damn it. Shouldn't pick up the dirt with the hammer. It's not a build material. Alright, so now we got the road out to here. Now we just need to make it 5 wide here, and then dig out the rest of the tunnel that comes this direction. And no, we're not worried about the ball cactus, they're just plant fiber. Eventually when we make this 10 wide, we'll have to dig this dirt back up, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Alright, so we filled in all that dirt. So now we have flat surface on this side everywhere except for where we dug out. We need finish digging out this and moving this dirt somewhere. We need to continue working on other stuff. I don't know what, but so we got 27, so that's 12. That's 18. That's 24. It's 26. Slight move of the mouse. Alright. Time to take the cart back. Said we need to finish digging this out, making it 5 wide. Dig up the floor here so we can lay roads, so we actually move faster than the ×1, because it's 1.1 on roads. But that will be where we call this episode. Let's go check our progress over here. It's not going anywhere. Storage. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. We were making more iron anyway, so we are looking at just needing the papers for the laboratory, and we'll have that to start making modules and I think research pages for the better advanced pages, and maybe the modern pages, I think it is. So our small paper is needing plates and gears, which come from the other tables, which we need to get. We need to get more power up. So we'll get power up so that the screw press starts working. So great, right in the middle of that. So I guess somewhere about right here. There's the sawmill, there's that. So yeah, we need to put a couple windmills right here. So let's go to markers and drop a marker. Place windmills. So we ought to get this copper smelt done. It needs 3 concentrate. So we'd have to make some more concentrate. Do we have any crushed copper right now? We have that. That's 3.5. So let's do 2 and see what happens. here. We do 20 here. Did we have the shale? We no longer had that. The crushed shale is over there. We're full on limestone, so we can't crush any more of that. We need to move this over to... Let's move that over to the clay stockpile. We do have another loose one somewhere, so we'll get that. I don't know why. Oh, because that's where that's set up. We need to get the stamp mills so we can start crushing slag. Okay, let's move our iron. Windmills we did produce. I know we did. There's one at least. So why is the other one? Oh, it's waiting on the lubricant. Never mind. So we did that. So let's go ahead and get this 15. We're going to want the column. I know this is a little bit longer than most of my videos. It's the ones where I get carried away at the end. Let's come over here and we'll put that should be high enough. We need to get to where we can place the windmill up top. Nope. Damn, I need that to be a little bit higher. There we go. Now we'll go to 7. It's only supplying 210. Oh no, that's total. This one is producing 105. So now the screw press that's so that we can reach that when we need to change out lubricant and cloth. So let's go check the screw press. It should have power now. And if it does, that's where we're going to call this episode. Insufficient power. Should have it, unless because it is not considered on the right property. Let's run out here and find out where our land claim is. Yep, that's probably what it is. Wanna bet? What we're looking for is to watch this one kick off. $16 plots, huh? Well, we can fix that. As soon as we find these, let's take 5. And now we just need to find out where the claim stake for that one is. That claim stake, I think, right there. So throw these into here. Means we can now come up here. So that's still not considered within range. Seriously, that is not considered within range. From here to there. When the windmill that we have here could reach that. That's producing 105. So we have 210. Why is that one not reaching the power? That's confusing me. If the sawmill could grab it from the first one, I don't know why this is not grabbing it. Mechanical. Oh, come on. There's no reason why it can't fucking reach it. Oh, that would explain it. Screw press needs 250. So we need another windmill up. Dum 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 dum. We figured out our stupid mistake. for lubricant. Alright. Come on, let's grab that. We gotta get this other windmill up. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab this. The windmill has to be at least 7 tiles apart because the blades, well, they have to be at least 6 tiles apart. The blades reach out 3. So if we leave that one there, we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3. So that blade reaches from there to there to here. That means 1 blade, 2 blade, 3 blade tower. So this should be here. And I have a feeling that's not going to work for our spacing, so because of these trees. Well, I might have to knock down these oaks. Producing another 105, that's 315. So why are you... The screw press is messing with me. Because that is right there, the screw press is there. There's no way it is not within reach of these. Maybe I just have to move it. we're just going to pick it up and eat the calories that we put into it. Yeah, yes. F you. I'm going to put it over here in this corner. There. So storage. Here, here. Plates, 20. So that'll start doing that. Too hungry. Alright, so the plates are started. We'll come back to this in the next episode. Get the rest of the tables up. We're going to need a lot more power up there. So we might actually be looking at our water wheel. That's going to take a lot of brick. This shale can go to... Where's the clay? There. So we'll make some more shale wet bricks so we can get more bricks out of that. So we need a ton if we're going to do an aqueduct, water wheel, power plant. But in order to do that, we're going to have to dig out a bunch of area. So we'll look at the water wheel power plant here before long. I really need to figure out what I'm doing. But I will see everyone back in the next episode. I'm sorry this one took almost 2 hours. We will try to be better and be closer to 1 hour again. But this is what happens when you start, you know, some major new step in the game, is time can go by without you realizing it. So until the next time, enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening. Until then.